Comfort is the enemy of growth. This statement encapsulates a profound truth about human development and achievement. It suggests that the pursuit of comfort can hinder progress and that true growth often requires stepping out of one's comfort zone. To understand this concept deeply, let's explore the dynamics of comfort and growth, and how they interact in the journey of personal and professional development. Comfort, in its essence, is the state of being free from stress or anxiety. It's a condition where one feels at ease, secure, and unchallenged. While comfort is not inherently negative, it becomes detrimental when it leads to complacency. When individuals or organizations become too comfortable, they may stop striving for improvement, innovation, or excellence. This stagnation can prevent them from reaching their full potential. Growth, on the other hand, is the process of development and improvement. It involves learning new skills, overcoming challenges, and pushing beyond existing limits. Growth requires discomfort because it often involves facing fears, uncertainties, and failures. It's about embracing challenges and using them as stepping stones to achieve greater things. The relationship between comfort and growth is paradoxical. While comfort provides temporary relief and security, it can also create a false sense of satisfaction. This sense of satisfaction can lead to a lack of motivation to pursue further development. In contrast, discomfort, though unpleasant, can be a catalyst for growth. It forces individuals to adapt, learn, and evolve. Consider the example of a professional athlete. An athlete who trains rigorously, pushes their physical and mental limits, and embraces the discomfort of hard work is more likely to achieve excellence. Their growth is a direct result of their willingness to step out of their comfort zone. On the other hand, an athlete who avoids challenging training, seeks comfort, and resists pushing their boundaries may find themselves plateauing, unable to reach new heights in their performance. This principle applies not only to athletes but to anyone striving for success. Whether it's in education, business, personal development, or any other field, growth requires a willingness to face discomfort. It's about taking risks, making mistakes, learning from them, and continuously striving to improve. In the realm of business, companies that become too comfortable with their current success may fail to innovate or adapt to changing market conditions. This complacency can lead to a decline in performance and relevance. Conversely, companies that embrace change, take calculated risks, and step out of their comfort zones are more likely to thrive and grow in a competitive environment. The key takeaway is that comfort, when it leads to complacency, can be a significant barrier to growth. Embracing discomfort, facing challenges head-on, and stepping out of one's comfort zone are essential for personal and professional development. Growth is not a passive process, it requires active effort, resilience, and a willingness to endure discomfort for the sake of progress. In conclusion, while comfort has its place in providing rest and recovery, it should not be the end goal. The pursuit of growth should be the primary focus. By recognizing the limitations of comfort and the necessity of discomfort for growth, individuals and organizations can unlock their full potential and achieve greater success. Remember, growth begins where comfort ends. The phrase "excuses sound best to the person who makes them" encapsulates a profound psychological truth about human behavior. At its core, this statement reveals how individuals often craft justifications to protect their self-esteem and avoid confronting uncomfortable truths about themselves. These self-made narratives can be compelling, but they often hinder personal growth and accountability. Ben de Blues 1. When faced with failure or shortcomings, it's natural for individuals to seek explanations that absolve them of responsibility. This tendency is rooted in a psychological defense mechanism known as rationalization. Rationalization allows individuals to reinterpret their actions or decisions in a way that makes them appear more favorable or acceptable, thereby reducing feelings of guilt or shame. While this can provide temporary relief, it often prevents individuals from learning from their mistakes and making necessary changes. Moreover, the comfort derived from excuses can create a cycle of avoidance. By continuously blaming external factors or circumstances, individuals may never address the underlying issues that contribute to their failures. This avoidance can lead to stagnation, as personal development requires confronting and overcoming challenges, not circumventing them. An illustrative example of this phenomenon can be seen in the story of an aspiring writer named Sarah. Sarah had always dreamed of publishing a novel but found herself perpetually delayed. Each time she failed to meet her writing goals, she would attribute it to external factors, a busy work schedule, family obligations, or a lack of inspiration. These excuses provided her with a sense of justification and alleviated any guilt she felt for not progressing. However, it wasn't until Sarah acknowledged her own procrastination and lack of discipline that she was able to make meaningful strides toward her goal. This example underscores the importance of self-awareness and accountability. While excuses may offer temporary comfort, they ultimately impede personal growth. By embracing responsibility and confronting uncomfortable truths, individuals can break free from the cycle of rationalization and take proactive steps toward their goals. In conclusion, while excuses may sound convincing to the person who makes them, they often serve as barriers to personal development. Recognizing and challenging these self-imposed justifications is crucial for growth and achievement. Only by facing the reality of our actions can we hope to improve and reach our full potential. The adage "winners take ownership, losers take cover" encapsulates a fundamental principle that distinguishes high achievers from those who remain stagnant. At its core, this statement emphasizes the importance of accountability and responsibility in the pursuit of success. Winners understand that success is not merely a result of talent or luck but is deeply rooted in the ability to take ownership of one's actions, decisions, and outcomes. They recognize that challenges and setbacks are inevitable, but how they respond to these obstacles determines their trajectory. Instead of shifting blame or making excuses, winners analyze situations critically, learn from their experiences, and implement strategies to improve. This proactive approach fosters growth, resilience, and continuous improvement. Conversely, losers often resort to taking cover by deflecting responsibility. They may blame external factors, other individuals, or circumstances for their failures. This defensive stance not only prevents personal growth but also perpetuates a cycle of underachievement. By avoiding accountability, they miss opportunities to learn and evolve, ultimately hindering their potential for success. An illustrative example of this principle can be found in the leadership approach of Jocko Willink, a former U.S. Navy SEAL. In his book Extreme Ownership, Willink recounts an incident during the Iraq War where a tragic friendly fire incident occurred. Despite the chaos and confusion of battle, Willink took full responsibility for the mishap, stating that as the leader, he was accountable for everything that happened under his command. This act of taking ownership not only demonstrated his leadership but also set a standard for his team, fostering a culture of accountability and trust. Muller.com 1. In conclusion, the distinction between winners and losers often boils down to the willingness to take ownership. Embracing responsibility, especially in the face of adversity, is a hallmark of successful individuals and leaders. By adopting this mindset, one can navigate challenges more effectively, learn from experiences, and ultimately achieve greater success. The phrase "discipline is the assassin of excuses" encapsulates a profound truth about personal growth and achievement. At its core, This statement emphasizes the transformative power of self-discipline in overcoming the myriad excuses that often hinder progress. Self-discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, whether one feels like it or not. It's the internal strength that drives individuals to take consistent action toward their goals, regardless of external circumstances or internal resistance. This quality is not innate but can be cultivated through intentional practice and commitment. Joey Salazar 1. Excuses, on the other hand, are rationalizations that individuals create to justify inaction or subpar performance. They often stem from fear, procrastination, or a lack of confidence. While excuses may provide temporary relief from discomfort or failure, they ultimately impede growth and success. The interplay between discipline and excuses is akin to a battle. Excuses are the adversaries that seek to derail progress, while discipline is the warrior that confronts and eliminates them. Each time an individual chooses disciplined action over an excuse, they weaken the power of rationalizations and strengthen their capacity for achievement. An illustrative example of this dynamic can be seen in the life of Thomas Edison. Edison faced numerous challenges and failures throughout his career, including thousands of unsuccessful attempts to invent the electric light bulb. However, he did not succumb to excuses or give up. Instead, he exhibited remarkable discipline, viewing each failure as a learning opportunity and persisting until he achieved success. His unwavering commitment to his goals led to groundbreaking inventions that have had a lasting impact on the world. Edison's story underscores the essence of the statement, "Discipline is indeed the assassin of excuses." By cultivating self-discipline, individuals can dismantle the barriers that excuses create and pave the way for personal and professional growth. In essence, discipline empowers individuals to take control of their actions, overcome challenges, and realize their full potential.